welcome back to the Mumkey and Biggs Show, your favorite Mumkey and Biggs podcast, where we have to watch every Jake Gyllenhaal movie, regardless of the maggot director. I am Biggs, joined as always by the Funky Monkey.
That's me.
Biggs, I don't want to talk about The Bride. It's getting a reputation as being a big piece of shit, so before we even torture ourselves by remembering the movie we just watched, what's going on in Biggs' life? What's the Mumkey and Biggs update of the month?
Update in my life? Well, I think a while back, I don't know how you upload the episodes, but at one point I had mentioned that I got in a car crash. I think I mentioned that, didn't I?
On the last episode we did with Rendition?
No, it might have been before that, because it's been a few months now since that crash. Anyways, I completely totaled my car, and I had to go on a car search for quite some time, and I hate looking for a car because
wait, can we back up, Biggs? Who's at fault with this totaling of the car here? I didn't hear this part of the story.
Some like 18-year-old kid that decided pulling out on a yellow flashing light was a good idea when a car was coming through the intersection.
So it's not your fault?
No, not my fault.
Now, you've always used the excuse, officer, I thought it was yellow, and it sounds like it was yellow, so shouldn't you have expected somebody to be driving there?
No, I mean, it was green for me. It was a flashing yellow light for him.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So he
I thought it was flashing yellow.
I better beat this red light and decided to pull out.
Yeah, I thought Biggs almost killed somebody.
It was like a 30 to 35 mile an hour crash. It was pretty great.
So does his insurance have to pay for your new car?
Yeah. I mean, this has been a bit, so I already got the insurance payout and stuff. But yeah, rip in peace the Volkswagen. The memories will be missed. The car itself was starting to decline, so I don't really miss it.
And does insurance take that into account? Like, okay, well, your car was 15 years old, so you need to get only fucking 15 grand to go find a clunker to replace. Like, is that the idea?
Oh man, if they gave me 15 grand, that would have been great.
It's even shittier than that? Fuck! What?
I got half of that.
Oh my God! You have to just go buy a car with that? In this economy? Are you kidding? They should just give you a fucking car. That sucks.
I was like, I don't know. I really didn't want a new like car payment because I had paid that car off. Finally paid that car off, and I'm like, I don't want another car payment. So I've been looking and looking. But the thing is, I like most people probably when shopping for a car, you just don't trust anyone. You just don't trust any car dealership. They're always out to scam you. But luckily,
poor Hank Hill, he thought that he was scamming them because he paid the sticker price and never a penny over.
But yeah, thankfully I finally found one. It's an older car, but it's good condition, good enough for me to get to work and stuff, so I don't care.
When you are in a car accident, do you even need the seatbelt? Like, I imagine you were fine.
Well, I got an uppercut from the airbag, and it put me in quite a daze for a while. Like honestly, I can't really remember the crash itself, or even like maybe an hour after that at this point. Like I remember like getting out of the car and the guy being like, "Hey, are you okay? I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "What?" And then I remember the cops showing up, and then I remember calling Mrs. Biggs and seeing the car on the tow truck, and then that was like pretty much all I can remember from that, I think.
Biggs, we need to make perhaps some sort of film or maybe an episodic television episode of the situation where poor Biggs, the language receptors in his brain were injured by the airbag and he can't quite remember English, and ICE happens to pull up to the scene. And the 18-year-old kid's like, "This fucking Mexican dude just pulled out in front of me. I don't know what the hell." And Biggs gets arrested.
Oh no, he was like Hispanic or Middle Eastern too, so we both would have been scared.
So when he came up to you, he said, "Lo siento."
Yeah, something like that. No, he walked up and said, "Mashallah."
And then he blew up the car.
I can't remember. I remember his name sounding a little Middle Eastern. So probably, I don't think he was Spanish.
Well, in the
Thinking
movie, it's
about
going to
it.
be this pampered 18-year-old white boy. Oh, the college quarterback future. And he's going to be ruined if this gets out. So, got to blame it on the Mexican with brain damage. And then Biggs is like slowly regaining his memories as he wakes up in the ICE detention center. And perhaps he uses his American intellect to gather up all those foreigners and lead a revolution and slay all of the ICE agents and guards. And then. Wow,
I
what
got
a
to make
film.
sure I have this really stupid like mark on my face though, like right next to my mouth.
Oh,
Got to
God.
like jump up on cars and hump the windshields and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's what it takes for a revolution.
Oh my God, this movie was so stupid, Biggs. This fucking like.
I was 10 minutes in and I was seriously considering messaging you and saying, "Hey, I really don't want to do this movie. Can we do something else?"
It feels like
But
a,
it's a
a
Jake movie.
parody
I had
of.
to get through it.
It feels like a parody of the Joker movies, where like
No,
Joker
I
inspires a
100%,
revolution, but it's like a feminist revolution.
I 100% turned to Mrs. Biggs and I was like, she so badly wanted to make a Joker film and she couldn't do it. She so badly wanted it to be that type of movie and it just fell flat on its face in my opinion.
Do you think Maggot Gyllenhaal, who I think wrote and directed this, was delusional enough to think this would be a Joker slash
Oh
Barbie
yes.
level event, like $1 billion
Yes.
feminist statement?
1000% that is exactly what she was thinking. And like that's the only reason I can think in my mind why like as certain scenes played on like why certain decisions were made. I'm like, they thought these lines were going to go so hard. They thought these were going to be like, you know, like reposted across Twitter and whatever for like the next 2 years. Like, she just had to have thought this was like a killer movie as she was filming it.
I took notes when I watched this at 3 a.m. I'm trying to find any outstanding lines of dialogue that perhaps they thought would be iconic. Like 8 minutes into the film, the bitch like looks at the camera and says, "Be warned, the sequel is coming." Which I know she means like the sequel to her life because she's about to be killed and then invigorated, reanimated into a Bride of Frankenstein. But if she was hoping like for that to be a tongue in cheek, like, oh, we're gonna make a sequel to this great film, even that's a
Better not.
big call
I
to make
hope.
8 minutes in, and your movie flopped with 7 million at the box office.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't even looked at like numbers and stuff. Has this been like doing really bad? Because I hope it has been.
So they're saying if the film had a $20 million budget, then a 7 million opening weekend would be good. But I think this film has like a $90 million budget. I'm
I
gonna
hope
I'm gonna
I hope
double
it's
check,
like
but it's like extremely high budget film.
I hope it's like 20 million under budget by the time it's done making money.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a complete $80 million budget, and it'll be lucky to hit 20 total. So complete
Oh,
failure.
thank the Lord. Hopefully that makes her go back to her hole and so she doesn't make any more movies.
She
But
can
yeah,
make
no, one
Secretary
line I was
too.
thinking of is when she's like, "That's not my name anymore," and he's like, "Well, what do you want to be called? This." And she's like, "No, the Bride." And I'm like, "Wow, she so badly just wanted to say the Joker right there. It's insane."
Talking to who does a wedding? Who runs a wedding? The commissioner of the wedding,
um,
the preacher, the pastor.
I can't remember the
She says
name.
to him before the thing, like, when you
Yeah,
call me out to the wedding, can you introduce me as the bride?
yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh man.
instead of Murray, the famous Murray character, Murray Franklin, who gets shot by Joker because Joker, the premise of Joker, he wants to be a stand-up comedian. He respects Murray Franklin, the TV personality. Oh, I want to be just like him. My dream is to go on his show. He's my father figure. I love and adore him. Then Murray Franklin starts making fun of poor Arthur Fleck and his stand-up on his show. And it breaks poor Arthur's heart, and he goes on the show intending to kill himself, but then gets so furious he kills Murray instead. This film, we have Frankenstein, played by Christian Bale, and he keeps going to the 1930s movie theater to watch a film starring Jake Gyllenhaal, called The Dubious Detective, and he's like old timey, sort of like Al Jolson, not in blackface kind of stuff, where he's like, "Oh, I love being the dubious detective," like dancing around the whole chorus of women, that kind of shit. How would you describe this type of film if somebody's not familiar?
Um, to be honest, I probably would have enjoyed like watching that movie instead of the one that
Of
we had to
course, it
watch.
starred Jake Gyllenhaal, and
Um,
he's singing in an old timey accent.
honestly, I don't know how you would feel about this connection, but I almost feel like it reminded me of the musical numbers from like the Annie movies in a way.
Okay.
So it's like just an entire movie if the Annie musical numbers were like just the whole movie is what it felt like to me. But I enjoyed that movie way more than the movie that
Well,
it was in.
of course, and if this is his Murray Franklin. Frankenstein is imagining him like being a background dancer in these movies and like hanging out with the Jake Gyllenhaal star, and then eventually, after he forces a scientist or his friend scientist to get a bride for him and all that, he eventually runs into Jake Gyllenhaal, the actor from these dubious detective movies, in person, and the dude he confides to him, "Oh, you mean everything to me, blah 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 blah. I saw you one time, blah blah blah. It meant the world to me." And since Frankenstein is so ugly and freakish, Jake blows him off and makes a joke at him, like, "Sorry, you're not my type, buddy." And then all the rich, wealthy dudes start laughing, and it's the exact same thing. And now we're pulling out guns and having a big, "Oh, fuck you! Ah, Joker, but shitty." That's the
Yeah, and
movie.
that's the weird thing is like, so I got that too, where it was like him imagining himself in the movie and stuff, and I was like, okay, they're just trying to like be the Joker at this point. But then like when it gets to the point where he's like going for revenge, it wasn't even him that had him at gunpoint, was it? It was the bride. She's the
Well,
one that like
it,
had
it,
the gun, right?
my point is, it's the exact same plot beats of the movie.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you meet your idol, he blows you off, and he hurts your feelings, and then I mean, the bride and Frankenstein. They're the couple. They're the Bonnie and Clyde here. I count them as one unit of committing crime against all these people.
fair enough.
Also, embarrassingly, Mary Shelley, who, and I get this mixed up with maybe Dracula. Was Mary Shelley a 17-year-old girl when she wrote the book Frankenstein? That's got to be Bram
That
Stoker.
this
Is that
sounds
even a
right.
girl? I don't even know. But in this movie, Mary Shelley is, I guess, the narrator, personified by the same actress playing the bride. And Mary Shelley,
And she
who,
was 18,
okay, the author of
so
Frankenstein,
still young.
she opens the movie looking at the camera saying, "Frankenstein, my book, that shit sucks. This is the story I actually wanted to tell, but I couldn't."
Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit.
Wow.
I'm like,
That's so cruel. You think
that's
that
like
your shitty movie's better than this classic piece of literature, and you're gonna put the author in the movie saying, "Yeah, this is better than what I made."
what's funny is when she was saying that, I was just imagining like, what if somebody made a movie about the Diary of Anne Frank and they had her say like similar shit? That would be fun. That's like
Oy,
it's
oy
just
vey,
wild.
Goyim, you'll never believe what happened to me.
Well, no, it's like that story is garbage. This is the one I wanted to tell.
You see, I found what was it, a ballpoint pen? Is that what they say that the diary was written with 4 years before the pen was invented? Is that the meme that they say? Maybe they can
Yeah.
explain that in the film. The version of the Anne Frank diary I read was not even written in pen. It was printed
Yeah, it was
on a
printed.
printer. So,
Unreal.
debunked. Tell me about The Bride, Biggs. Is this the best film since Cats?
This movie genuinely made me think about Cats numerous times and how I felt really bad for being so upset that I had to go watch Cats.
Yeah,
And
wasn't
I
Cats
feel like,
good in retrospect?
yeah, it was. Like, I remember after seeing it, I was surprised at how good it was.
Yeah, some good
Um,
songs in there at least.
I guess what I'm saying is I wasn't mad enough that I had to watch this movie. I feel like I was more mad about cats than I shouldn't have been. I should have been that or even
Should've
angrier about
saved
this.
that anger for today.
But do we even like talk about the bride? Like it
We covered the Jake stuff. Everything I said about Jake is about 6 minutes, probably less than 6 minutes of screen time. And we only watched this movie because Jake was in it. Like, that's the point of Mumkey and Biggs Show revival, is we're going to keep watching Jake Gyllenhaal movies and then also do Mumkey and Biggs around.
Yeah, this never would have been on my radar.
We covered the Jake part. Are we done? Or do we have to cover the rest?
I think that's fair. I think it's fair that we covered the Jake part. This is the Wheel of Jake. We've done our due diligence.
And now that we're into the Mumkey and Biggs segment, we'll do my usual bit of torturing Biggs with something he hates. Hey, tell me about the Bride movie, Biggs. Let's go through the plot of The Bride, because you saw it more recently than me, who watched it 12 hours ago. So to
be honest with you, the first 10 minutes went by and I got angry enough that I ended up falling asleep for about 15 minutes.
No.
So a little bit of the beginning of the movie I don't remember because I didn't see it.
So we could look up the Wikipedia summary, but I think it's more fun if we try to piece together what is happening based on watching a shitty cam rip and not even openly hating the film as we're watching it. Here's what I think is going on in the opening 8 minutes, other than the Mary Shelley narration and all that. We have the bride character, but she's not dead yet. She's at some sort of she's at a booth.
Ida.
Well,
her name is Ida.
She spends the entire movie trying to find out what her name was, so I didn't want to spoil the audience quite yet. But she does have a quote, and maybe this is the iconic quote you were thinking of, Biggs, when she says at the end, "Ida rather been called something else."
Dude,
did you write that line?
I had to get up and walk away from the TV when that was said. Yeah.
A little bit of theater for the folks watching at home.
I also found it very interesting that instead of saying Frankenstein, they just kind of dropped it immediately and just started calling him Frank. Because I feel like Jake always needs a Frank around in his movies. You know,
Jake only wants to be in Frank's movies, or movies with the guy named Frank. Yes. Was there a giant bunny in here?
Frank was Maggot Gyllenhaal's boyfriend in Donnie, so
that's right.
Tracks that she wants him around.
And I imagine she identifies as the bride character here. So.
Probably, unfortunately. But yeah, the beginning of the movie.
I need to break this down for folks. Okay, she's on like a double date or something. Some freakish old men are sitting at this table at a booth in a restaurant. And this is like the early 1900s. And as far as I can tell, historically, this is what I'm about to say is all completely accurate and true based on nothing. But back in the day, maybe women got a little bit hysterical. Maybe bipolar disorder was undiagnosed and women would get extremely horny and their husbands just literally do not care. Like, I need to pump and dump and good night. This is the culture of the time. And women would go like deranged and mad from a combination of unresolved horniness and all these other things. And they would literally send women to psych hospitals where hunky, sexy doctors would finger bang them into ecstasy to cure their derangement. And I think that's what we're dealing with in this opening scene when Ida, the bride here, she like starts losing her shit and like getting up on the table and doing all these weird humping gestures. Is that the impression you got? Like she needs to be fucked good and she's going crazy.
I don't know. I was trying to remember the name of the movie and it finally hit me. It was Birds of Prey.
Oh, Birds of Prey, yes.
I think there was a moment where they were trying to pull like references from that or something because she was calling herself the Canary and all this other stuff. But then, so if I got it right, she was like a prostitute, right? And then she was like,
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
I'm pretty sure she was a prostitute.
Making up my interpretation of the film, Biggs. For everybody at home, just to be clear, this is me trying to figure out what was happening. She says there's a pearl in my oyster. What does that mean? She means I need to get fucked good.
You might be right on the nose, but if I was watching it correctly, her and the other girl were prostitutes. They were at this whatever bar that's run by this mob boss, and they're basically just being like agitated by these guys who are just making like horny remarks, like, "Hey, eat
Well,
this clam or something."
yeah, I think my
Or this oyster,
interpretation still
and
stands, even if they're not their like significant others, because she does complain that the one guy has a cock like an innie belly button. So she is just like she's extremely horny, and she's not sexually satisfied even as a lady of the night, and that's leading to these deranged, faking a British accent and screaming maniacally on the table. And they get so pissed at her that they push her down the stairs, and she dies.
so you don't actually think like the possession part was like an actual thing in the beginning?
The idea that Mary Shelley, the author, her spirit is possessing a random woman named Ida to make her go deranged and crazy. Is that what they literally said is this movie?
Yes.
Okay, well, I like my interpretation better.
They literally said
That's
that
fucking
she's
retarded.
getting possessed by Mary Shelley,
That's so stupid,
and that's why
dude.
she would randomly break into like the
British
British voice, and that
accent.
was supposed to be Mary. Or
There are
maybe I'm
so many
taking it too literally.
there are so many late quirky I'm not like other girls, the alt girls who will do the quirky British accent randomly. I mean, maybe that was more of like a early 2000s, 2010s phenomenon. Hopefully that type of girl has been bred out of society, but I mean, I've seen autistic chicks before. They don't need to be possessed by an author.
I mean, I could have taken it way too literally, but that's what the movie fed me, and I didn't care
Yeah.
enough about the movie to think any different.
Well, it's important that we have the Mumkey and Biggs perspective. Biggs lays down the law of the land and says logically what the film presented, and Mumkey tries to give it a spin and fix the film.
Because then the next part is, well, I guess the next part, well, it kind of made sense, but not really. So basically, the Mary side of her was saying like, "Oh, I know what the mob boss did. He's killed so many people. The dead talk to each other. So like, since Mary's dead, she's talked to these girls that were killed by the mob boss, and that's why she was like lashing out at him as they were dragging her out." So I was like, I don't know. Anyways, it looked like they were like prostitutes at this dinner, and then she starts going nuts when she gets possessed because she's like lashing out at all these men for being part of like this murderous scheme by this scumbag mob boss, because for some reason she randomly cares about this mob boss of all people as like this old author of this book.
So perhaps if the spiritual takeover is the logic of the film, maybe in the metaphorical realm, it still could be this is meant to represent headmates or bipolar disorder, personality disorder.
That's very true. I mean, it's no secret that you've always been better at like taking apart like the other aspects of movies that I don't ever catch, because
it's really a game of creativity and just seeing if you could make something sound like it's correct. Like, I mean, all art criticism really is just through some guy's lens of the piece, right? Like, this is my perspective on it, because the author could just sit down and tell you literally what everything meant, and then why would we ever analyze the art again? Like, oh, we got the answer. It's more fun to have like Digibro make up why this anime is intelligent when it's complete dog shit. Like, let's see how creative somebody can get.
Do you really want to call anything that Maggot Gyllenhaal made creative or expressive? Yeah, so I'm just taking it as she wrote it.
This is creative and expressive, but the result is complete cringe, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone else had made this movie, it probably would have been fine. I probably wouldn't have hated it so much, but because I know that she made it, and do you think maybe if we step back from this, we're only hating this movie because she made it?
No.
Or do you think at the core this is actually just a terrible movie?
It's very bad. I mean, it's hard to watch.
Are we just being too hard on Maggot Gyllenhaal?
I've got pages of notes, Biggs. I'll go through this, okay? she gets pushed down the stairs by these mob guys because she's a prostitute talking shit about the size of their cock, and you can't be having that. So it's time to be pushed down the stairs and hit your head on the hand guard or whatever, handrail. Meanwhile, Frankenstein, he walks into this female scientist laboratory and he says, "Hey, I've been alive for over 100 years." He comes in wearing a mask and she tells him to take his mask off. You fucking freak. COVID's been over for like 5 years now, and he takes off his mask and explains his hideous face. And then basically she decides to be his partner in crime and make him a bride, and they're going to dig up this recently deceased Ida, and they lie to her. And Biggs, have you seen the Emma Stone film Poor Things?
Nope.
So this film is very much, I'd say 30% Joker ripoff, 70% Poor Things ripoff. Do you have any 70%? Clue? You have no clue what Poor Things is about?
If I remember right, I mean, I might have seen something in passing about it being about like rape victims or something.
Okay, Biggs. It's the Frankenstein story again. We have mad scientist. Was it Christoph Waltz? I don't fucking remember who was even in that movie. I just remember that Emma Stone, she's a revived corpse, but she has the brain of a child. Don't be looking shit up, Biggs. I'm trying to blow your mind here. I'm going to blow your mind here.
Christoph Waltz.
Okay. After. Because this is a film where Emma Stone is completely naked for 80% of it, getting fucked by random ugly men. She is a prostitute with the mind of a child. That is the premise of the film, and it's played out exactly as horrifically as it sounds, and then she won an Oscar for it. That's what... this film is very much that, right? Like, oh... I'm a revived female corpse and I have no autonomy. You're telling me lies about who I am. And they're convincing her that, oh, you used to be married to Frank. And she has to like uncover the truth about, you know, her real name and all that. You can look up if it was Christoph Waltz now, Biggs. I just didn't want you to accidentally see Emma Stone getting fucked.
Well, I don't think they'll show that on IMDb.
Is that on the front page of Google?
Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe. That's what I meant. I knew it was one of those guys. Wild.
Mark Ruffalo was kind of, he was fine in the movie. I don't know. He's very whiny in a funny way.
I feel like he normally does well, just not when he's trying to be the Hulk.
Or when he's trying to be Trump in space in that Mickey 17 movie.
I haven't seen that.
If you like Robert Pattinson, Biggs.
Not particularly, I guess. I mean, he seems like a decent actor. I tried watching his Batman. It did seem good, but I don't remember why I didn't finish it. But other than that, I don't think I've really seen any of his movies.
It was 3 fucking hours long and boring as fuck.
I think, yeah, honestly, I think I might have fallen asleep. That tends to be a thing that happens during this shit.
So yeah, well,
that was mostly from anger. I got so mad that I like overheated and passed out.
So the scientist lady says, "Okay, why do you want me to make you a bride? You horny? I'm sure you could find a lady just fine." She says, "I'm sure there are easier ways of getting sex." And then this is a setup for a joke, because at that exact moment, a female nurse walks into the room, sees Frankenstein's face, and she screams in horror and runs away. So what a great incel joke. Oh, I'm sure you could get laid, buddy. There's nothing. Just be yourself. And then somebody sees his face and he's so ugly that she shrieks. Did you see that part of the film?
That resonated a lot with me. That happened to me for years. You were awake for
that part?
Yeah.
I feel like Aggie would have stood and clapped if we made him watch this. So.
Oh man, he hasn't watched it. Oh.
I thought that the Wheel of Jake, maybe we should just stick to Mumkey and Biggs unless it's like a real special episode. Because I mean, how often do people get just
once
Mumkey
we get to
Biggs?
Bubble Boy, maybe we'll invite someone in.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, we'll get Patchy and Rachel in for Bubble Boy. That's guaranteed. But he says, hey, this is not about sex. It's about loneliness. So we're actually getting some perhaps respect for, empathy for the incel from Maggot Gyllenhaal as an ugly woman herself. Can she relate to an ugly man who is just, he's not even horny, he's just lonely, and he's so hideous that no woman wants to spend time with him. He has to literally revive a corpse just to have companionship.
I mean, yeah, he even went as far as to saying, when we shook hands, that was my first time ever. And then the doctor's like, how was it? He said, fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like I was listening to one of oh no, I forgot his name. It's been so long, I forgot his name.
Okay, should we move on and see if it comes to you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
then we get to the bride eventually revived. If there's something interesting there, I didn't write it down, but she's asleep. She wakes up. She finds Frankenstein sleeping on the floor next to her. He broke into the laboratory because he's wanted to be near her so bad, and she starts blowing air on him softly to wake him up. And this like frightens him. He's not used to being awoken, I suppose, and he punches her, the bride, right in the face immediately. Now,
The first I was thinking of was Heartsy.
okay. In reference to what exactly?
Whereas like, oh, that's the first time I ever shook a girl's hand. It was fantastic. It was like reading a Heartsy post on Twitter.
Heartsy post on Twitter now would be, I want to assassinate the president of the United States of America. That's basically all he's posting now. Can't blame him. But
Sorry,
did you
what
like
you're
this
saying?
domestic abuse where Frankenstein punches his wife in the face?
Oh yeah, that happened a few times, right? I just kind of
I don't think so. It was an accident because he got woken up. He loves this woman, Biggs. He's actually a gentle man with her.
um what was the saying from the last movie? If you punch your wife enough, eventually she'll figure it out or something.
Punch your wife, like beat your wife every day, and if you don't know why, she does.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
She's doing something wrong.
Maybe Christian Bale's just a better man than us.
Well, I mean, the opening scene of these two like alive it together is him punching her in the face by mistake.
Yeah. Another question I had during this movie is, do you think he only took this role because of the payout, or do you think he genuinely liked this movie?
Christian Bale?
Yeah, like as he's reading the script, is he like, oh wow, this is great, I should do this role, or he's like, hey, you better pay me a lot, otherwise I'm not even touching this.
Yeah, he. I hope he got paid a lot. I mean, if it's an $80 million budget, I hope Jake. I mean, I don't know how much Jake gets for 6 minutes, but if you're,
It was his sister,
yeah,
so
if your siblings are the director,
doubt
do
he
you
would.
get nepo pay or do you like do it as a favor and get nothing?
I hope he got something at least, but I don't think he charged too much since it was
Yeah.
Maggie's film. So
Hey, it's not her fucking money. The fucking Jews in Hollywood are giving me the budget, brother. Let's get you rich. Hook
that's
them
true.
up.
At that rate, I mean, hopefully he got like 70 mil and Christian Bale got the other 10.
If some Hollywood dipshit executive ever gives me 50 million to make a movie, Biggs's cameo is gonna cost like at least $500,000. He's an expensive get, and he's crucial for the scene.
Why is there a thing on the receipt here that says fat Mexican from Iowa and he's got like 2 million on his payroll? What is this?
Why is literally 1% of the budget just this cameo actor?
And he literally comes in and says Big Singa, and then he leaves.
Yeah, and every single test audience said, take that scene out. It ruined the movie.
It didn't have to be during a sex scene, guys.
It didn't make any sense. Who was that guy? I'm not caught up on the Mumkey and Biggs lore. That's what the test audience said, word for word.
Yeah.
Okay, punches in the face, blah, blah, blah. Why does this movie need to exist when Poor Things was already made? Okay, somebody wrote that in my notes. They say Jake had polio as a child, so it's impressive that he grew up to be an Al Jolson style singer. But there's a question of, did he actually have polio, or was it an excuse to not be in the military? I think that was brought up. So even his idol might be, there might have been hints that he's not as idolous as once thought. Is that a word, Biggs? Idleness? You're a Bible man.
Idleness?
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
probably. If people know what I meant, it might as well be a word, right? That's how it works.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, that's
how
kind of
it
how
works.
English works. It's just like you make up a word. It
And
could
it
even be
sticks.
like a mixture of two words, but people will understand it. So why
Like
not?
6'7", we all know what that means.
Add it to the dictionary.
Did
Six,
they?
seven?
Did they add that one?
Probably.
What would the definition? Hmm. Lay epic
It's up to
meme.
the reader's interpretation.
Yeah, nebulous joke. Here's where the movie actually gets traumatic to the viewer. They go to a dance club, and I shit you not, 10 full minutes of horrible strobe light effects nonstop as this bitch is just dancing. And then at some point, a mob of men swarm her to try to molest her. And it's just constant strobing lights, and you like can only see half of what's happening. This does not go on for 10 minutes, Biggs. No dialogue, just fucking the dancing.
Yeah. I mean, I think during that scene, it was probably another scene where I'm like, okay, I could probably go use the bathroom right now, or I could go get like a snack, or
Starts hitting
there
the
were
plus 30
there were a lot
seconds
of
button.
those moments. A lot of those moments in this movie where it's like, yeah, I could probably go get like a drink, get a refill or something.
Mrs. Biggs can fill me in on this one.
Yeah. I mean, Mrs. Biggs was watching a lot more of it than I thought she would, honestly. She's like walking around, like doing various things around the house, and then she'd stop, literally watch for like 5-10 minutes and then walk away.
Did she share any opinions that you can recall?
Oh, well, she knows my feelings towards Maggot Gyllenhaal, so she kept making remarks like, "Oh, this is such a good movie. Who directed this? Did it win any awards?"
Not yet. It just came out. I'm sure it
I don't
will.
remember all of what she said, but I know she was definitely doing it to get on my nerves because she knew I was so mad at the movie.
The best director goes to Maggot Gyllenhaal.
If this wins any awards, I'm gonna be very
It's
surprised.
gonna win some Razzies, dude. Not a fan of the Razzies after what they said about, I don't know, Eddie Murphy.
I have no idea what that is or what was said.
Oh, it's like the anti-Oscars where they give awards to the worst movie. But
Oh, really?
yeah, you don't know about. Oh, I thought everybody knew about the Razzies. Big, come on now.
Well, hopefully this doesn't even win something there. I don't feel like it deserves any award,
No
even if it's for the
recognition.
worst film.
Let it be forgotten, like Ozymandias.
Yeah. Hopefully this movie is pump and dumped.
That's what the bride wanted the whole time, because they're like sleeping in a waterless pool, I guess, is their hideout. And she
Yeah,
wants
how
to fuck him.
disgusting do you have to be as a person to like, okay, we're gonna do a sex scene between these two monsters. Let's have a scene where she's like licking his pussy wounds and like moaning while doing it. I'm like, that
Is it supposed to be like in Clockwork Orange, where they keep his eyes open and make him watch shit so that he no longer finds it appealing? Like where Maggot Gyllenhaal is trying to make you never enjoy a sex scene again because you've seen it in the most disgusting way, and it will like be embedded in your brain now.
she's trying to like erase everyone's imagery of Christian Bale as he was like murdering prostitutes and like looking at himself in the mirror while flexing. Like, we're gonna erase that from your minds, and now you're gonna have this where he's like got a big gash with pus coming out and just being licked up.
Well,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it is very much the opposite, because in one of these scenes she's trying to like fuck him and seduce him and undoes his pants, and he pushes her off and says no. So he was not kidding when he said he's just lonely and wants companionship. Was it
Well,
implied that like his cock
he didn't
was cut
say
off
no.
or what?
He didn't say no. He said slow.
He pushed
said
her away, and then the
slow.
scene ended.
No. It
They
faded to
they
black.
fuck in a different scene, but there is one where he rejects her.
Well, I remember in the pool scene, he like pushes her back and says slow, 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 and then he goes towards her, and then it fades to black, and then like the cops rush in and they're already gone.
Yeah, that's a different. That's a little bit later.
Okay.
Because I was confused when she's trying to seduce him and she reaches down his pants, and then we see like stitches. So I was like, was his cock removed? Like, oh my god, he literally can't fuck, but evidently he can because I think they'd be fucking later. And then, oh, is this some metaphor extraordinaire here? Frankenstein, who is lying to this woman who he reanimated and trying to force her to be with him or whatever, he jumps into a fountain and starts collecting all the change. He's literally stealing people's wishes, Biggs. Is that what he's doing to her?
Stealing their dreams. I'm sure they probably hoped someone would pick that up. So good job on that one.
Oh, you didn't get that?
I don't remember that scene, so I was probably asleep or away from the TV. I don't remember a fountain scene where he's stealing change. I probably would have remembered that.
Yeah. That happens evidently a little before the scene when she wants to fuck and he says no thank you and pushes her off, so you're probably just sleeping that whole 5 minutes.
Yeah. I know another thing that I don't remember, and I think Mrs. Biggs even told me I was asleep when it happened, was the explanation of why she had to keep that stuff on her face the whole movie, because it just irritated me every time I saw her. Apparently it like stained her skin or something.
And then when she has this like showdown with the police that I guess gets televised, or no, that just in the newspaper, I guess, because it's fucking 1930s. Somehow every woman in America can copy the exact splashes of black shit on her face to do the makeup and lead a women's revolution in the streets, shooting guns in the air. What was it so inspirational? What the fuck did she do? Just told the cops that all cops are bad?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
This is a movie starring all white people about how the cops will come and shoot you to death. And like they're constantly just being shot at by the police, and isn't that how it ends too? Like, just a million cops shoot her the fuck to death. Yeah, why are they white if we're doing an all cops are bad storyline?
Because they're trying to, hit home with the white people, because all like the other colored people know that cops are bad, so they're trying to get the white people to finally like switch sides.
Okay,
something like that, I guess.
Well, it worked on me. I'll never trust a police officer again after watching The Bride.
Who are you going to call when you get robbed, huh?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah?
Say, I got a spook problem, boys.
Okay.
Wait, is that you on the other line? I called the Biggs Ghost Busting Hotline. It just says okay.
I'll bring my fried chicken and grape juice, and we'll sort it out.
This is going to take so long you have to eat lunch in the middle? I thought you could just suck this ghost up with a vacuum.
No.
And it's weird that you're giving me the specifics on your lunch break. Like I care about what you're eating. I'm
going to eat the Big Arch for my lunch.
Wait, so what's the...
It's my favorite product.
Yeah. It is a product. He's not wrong.
But to call it a product over and over while he's trying to like eat it. Like I'm just imagining a food reviewer, like a mukbanger, being like, "Oh man, look at this spicy product. It's so yummy."
I think he has such a corporatized mind and he's terrified of lawsuits that he has to use very specific language. And it might not legally qualify as a burger. He might have to literally call it a product for legal purposes.
Well, instead of a hamburger, it's probably a man burger. So,
yeah, they're like admitting there's something synthetic in this meat, so we can't call it what you think it is.
I think I agree a lot with the post that said they should just stop putting their CEOs on camera, like to any capacity. Just don't let them make videos because they almost always turn out bad.
They should.
Like, have we had any good CEOs since Reggie left Nintendo?
The best one is the one that Luigi Mangione took care of, and I think we should have a lot more Luigi-style events for the CEO of every Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi.
Whoever needs to do it. Mario Quintanilla, gonna hang out with a Don Bracken and shoot up some schools, boys. Biggs takes a big sip. What are you drinking there, Biggs?
It's called Calamansi.
Literal fucking Mexican shit, Biggs? Come on now.
No, it says right at the top. It's from the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, Mexican shit. That's what I said. The Philippines is the Mexico of Asia, Biggs.
I mean, yeah, I've said that numerous times.
Yeah, I seem like you forgot because I had to remind you.
But yeah, I would say the closest I could describe it as is like similar to lime juice. That's good stuff.
You should be drinking pineapple juice, Biggs, and we all know why. Now, Bride and Frank, they go to the movie theater again, and it's completely packed, and they're watching like a fucking monster movie. And then the bride is mad that the people in front of them are making out, so she starts physically assaulting them. And then the people see them and start screaming, the monsters from the movie, they're right here. And every single person in the audience, regardless of their vicinity to this happening, I guess they just believe him, because everyone starts panicking and screaming in the entire auditorium because one guy yelled, "The monsters are real." Like, these people are fucking idiots. You fucking sheeple.
I don't know about it at that time, but like, these days for sure, mob mentality takes over anything. Like,
the mob mentality, it was panic and terror. That just because some guy in the theater said that the monsters of the movie are real, and you fucking panic. What? What do you mean? They can't see what's happening way over there.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, at that time, it doesn't really make sense. But like these days, I've literally seen it happen on video. Like, one person will just start running, like in public, and people will just assume that something bad happened, and they all start running away, screaming and crying.
Okay.
Like,
well, we live in an age where we have, public shootings and bombings pretty fucking often. So
well, that's what I'm saying. I think Maggie Gyllenhaal was writing from the perspective of today. Like, if people started freaking out, it would spread to the whole crowd, where back then it probably wouldn't.
Now, in a crowded theater, if they would have yelled fire, I would believe it. If you yelled, "The monsters in the film we're all watching are sitting behind me," I don't know if I panic. I probably say, "Shut the fuck up! Try to watch the film!"
But if you're like off in the corner and you're trying to watch a movie and people get up around you and start screaming, you're probably going to freak out too.
Okay, if you're going to defend Maggot Gyllenhaal over your dear lifelong friend and his opinion, then this podcast is done. It's done. Never again.
My logic of the situation.
You're enlightened by your intelligence. You're euphoric in this moment, Biggs. Well,
was it like the Library of Alexandria or whatever? It's in my mind.
Every single thing ever written is in there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like that website that supposedly has like every book ever written.
We've all seen Vsauce, Biggs. Actually, most of these kids have probably not seen Vsauce. Could you imagine not watching every Vsauce episode, Biggs?
Sad.
All the great knowledge that I forget about as soon as the video ends.
And what was the video that we all watched at one point? And it was like basically explaining to you, like, you shouldn't worry so much about what other people think in public, because 9 times out of 10 they don't even see you as a human being. You're just a passerby
an NPC in their story,
the background of their life.
Yeah, I don't remember that specific video, but maybe
I remember seeing that and it like completely changing my perspective on like how I act in public.
That's when you started really going balls to the wall and hitting people with your car.
Because I remember when I was quite a bit younger, I had this weird thing where, like, if I'm at a restaurant and like I forgot something, like say we were at Pizza Ranch and I like went to the table and I forgot a fork. When I was younger, I would not get up and go get a fork because I'm afraid somebody would look at me and just know I forgot a fork and be like, "What an idiot. Like, that guy's a moron." Like, I had this weird mindset. I can't really describe it, but then after I saw that video, it's like completely changed how I viewed it. And I'm like, that's such a stupid thought process to have, like caring about what some random dude at a restaurant thinks about what you're doing. Like,
could that video have cured your autism, Biggs? Like, you just like outthought your autism.
If you if you ask Mrs. Biggs, she's completely under the belief that I'm on the spectrum somewhere, specifically because of my hobbies, apparently.
It would make sense.
Oh, so it's not just her.
So that was a Vsauce video that explained the NPC phenomenon, maybe?
Yeah, I can't really remember the name of it. Maybe if I think of it while we're talking.
On my next binge, you'll have to just keep in mind to look out for that one. Every decade, you got to rewatch every Vsauce, folks. So give me another 5 years.
Yeah, true. And
Uh,
Survivor too. Got to watch Survivor over and
you
over every couple of
you
years.
do? You rewatch all of Survivor?
Yeah, every few years I watch all of them.
There are still some seasons I have not seen, and that I want to watch them, but Survivor's always fucking on now, for me at least. Survivor Australia is airing 3 nights a week, and Survivor 50 is on. So I'm watching 4 episodes of Survivor a week right now. But eventually I'll watch Vanuatu and see what that was about. There's like just like once between like seasons like 9 to 13 maybe, like I might have missed a couple of those.
Yeah, I still need to watch through the one you sent me the link of that Tony's in. Was that worth watching? Because I never actually ended up watching
Oh,
it.
when Tony was on, yeah, they did Australian Survivor versus the World, and it had
Yeah.
Parvati, Sari, Tony, and then a bunch of people you never heard of.
Yeah.
Well, if I mean spoilers about, but I will say you will recognize the winner, so it's worth it on that level of, an American wins.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it. I mean,
If you
it's
are,
not survive.
if you love Survivor so much you're rewatching the American show, you should just watch all of Australian Survivor because it's often much better and like the
Really?
storylines. If you watch the King George seasons, they might be your new favorite seasons. Like I love King George, and he's been on it 2 or 3 times now.
Well, I mean, I would say, what was it? Because I remember when I've always been like a pretty big Survivor fan, but I was like, I remember asking you, what are like 2 seasons that you would recommend to a new Survivor like watcher? And I remember you saying season 19. And then so I had that person watch season 19.
It's like an evil but good recommendation.
And it hooked them. And I remember like, so I mean, I'm gonna take your recommendation seriously. What season is that?
Yeah, I'll find exactly which King George seasons, which ones they are.
Okay.
He is the Australian Russell, straight up. If you like Russell Hantz, you're gonna love King George, and he's the king for a reason. Yeah, I'll find those for you after this podcast. Anyway, they cause a riot in the movie theater, and then that leads to them running into Jake Gyllenhaal at a party, and then the whole gun bullshit, and then all the women rioting in the streets for feminist power. I don't understand why. She finds out her name was Ida and says Ida rather been called something else. Then Frank wants to be with her forever, and she rejects him, and then the cops shoot the fuck out of him. And then she yells, "No!"
Yeah, who do you think shot him?
Wasn't it the cops?
Yeah, I mean, I know it was the cops, but like, which one? Do you think it was the detective lady?
What isn't it
'Cause, like-
revealed that the male cop who has been chasing them down knew Ida in real life, and that's why he's taking
Yeah,
pity
she
on
was
her,
like
so-
his CI, and he was like banging her, and then
Yeah.
something else.
But I thought it was strange that she rejects Frank and then immediately cries no as he gets shot. Like, you just fucking broke his heart, bitch. What do you care?
Yeah,
Like, if you would have said
Now he's
yes
got a
and
hole
then he
through
gets
his
shot,
heart
this
and
would
his
make
head.
sense. Yeah, so he's better off dead now that you rejected him. And then she gets shot to death by a million cops. And then, did you cringe or did you clap? The final moment of the film, their 2 corpses perhaps are still animated because they start holding hands under the body bags, and then smash cut to credits with the song Monster Mash playing. Did you catch that?
yeah. I literally, the second the credits started, I turned it off, and
Well, I mean, the
was
camera
so
rip
happy
does
it
the
was
same. The camera rip only shows like 3 seconds of credits, but I still heard the song.
I was just like so happy for that movie to be over. I honestly wanted to like go take a nap for like 5 hours to try and forget it. But I was like, well, I got to record here in like an hour and a half or something. So
That's why I did it at 2 a.m. last night, because if I woke up this morning and knew I had to watch that whole movie, it would have just been a sick morning. So I got to sleep in instead, be bright and fresh for this podcast with Biggs. And we did it. We covered another Jake film. Does this rank at the bottom of the Jake Gyllenhaal filmography so far?
oh, this is the lowest on the list, and I think it will be the lowest on the list for the remainder of the wheel.
I think I gave it 3 out of 10 on Letterboxd. Was that too generous?
A 3 out of 10?
Yeah.
That might have been too generous.
I liked the Jake scenes. It was genuinely delightful to see him performing, I guess, vaudeville, whatever style of singing you want to call this. Like if that was him actually singing, he sounded good.
Um, Even with that, I feel like I would still only give it like a 2 out of 10. And it's only getting the 2 because of Jake.
The cringiness gave me slight entertainment value when this like wacky main character bitch, who Jessie Buckley, who's nominated for an Oscar for Hemnet right now, she's having what they're calling an Eddie Murphy Norbit moment, where Eddie Murphy was nominated for an Oscar, and then like as they were voting for the Oscars, Norbit came out, and it was a humiliating like thing for his acting career, and he might have lost his Oscar because of that. They're saying maybe Jessie Buckley might lose the Oscar because of this film coming out, because she is very cringe with her "I'm not like other girls" attitude and breaking into British accents and screaming maniacally.
Yeah, the screaming really pissed me off. Like I couldn't do it. Another thing that they kept saying through the movie, and I'm like, Maggot must have thought this is like an amazing line, is when they're like, "I'd rather not." Like, isn't the
Mm.
whole point of the beginning of the movie is that you are like breaking free from the norm and you want to say no to these men? Why are you saying I'd rather not? That's still like this is such a submissive way of
It's not a
saying no.
firm
It's not even
stance.
saying no. It's
It's like
just saying
my
I'd rather
preference would
not.
be not to, but I guess I will anyway kind of attitude.
Yeah, like what? Why? Because even at the very end, the doctor's like, "I'd rather not." Because the other lady's like, "Let's go sleep or something now."
I didn't even
And
pick
like,
up on that being a motif, so I'm glad you did.
through the whole film, it kept being brought up over and over. I'm like, why? At the very end, they're like, they're dead on the table. The helper lady's like, "Yeah, we should leave. Let's go to sleep." And then the doctor's like, "I'd rather not." And then it cuts to the detective outside looking up and seeing the lights start flashing as they're brought back. I'm like, did she think that was gonna be like an amazing line? Like, are people just gonna walk around
She,
the streets like, "I'd rather not"?
we both know she thought this whole thing would be iconic, and that women, this would be like this year's Halloween costume for women is the bride, and it's going to be a big cultural statement.
I mean, it probably will be for some, but you're gonna know when you see those people. Those are absolutely the people you do not want to like make any kind of communication with.
Maybe I'm in a bubble on my Twitter feed, but I have not seen anybody say anything good about this movie. It's all like this is the new Cats. Like this is people are walking out midway through the movie. In our cam rip, I saw a lot of people. You could see people walking in front of the screen, just like in real life, you motherfuckers. You think you go to the movie theater, you don't see people walk in front of you, okay? Don't shit on my cam rips. It's the same fucking experience. Anyway, I saw a lot of people walk in this way during the movie, and I never saw them come back. I don't think.
Here's the thing, though. I think it's something we can even put on the pathetic list because there's always going to be those people out there that are so pathetic that they will like movies like this and they will change their personality to like be a part of that fandom for this movie.
Just
Like
because
there's
it's a feminist message, they have to like it.
you just know there's like an echo chamber somewhere on Twitter that just loves this movie to death and they think it's like gonna win the best like
Well,
awards.
okay, keep going. I'm gonna pull up the 5-star letterboxed reviews and see what the
And there's
people have to
actually
say.
5-star reviews
Of
on
course there
there.
will be. I bet there's thousands of them,
Oh my
and I'll
word.
see if they're not
Um,
ironic.
in other news, I did find that Vsauce video I was talking about. It's called The Science of Awkwardness,
Okay. Well, all of our listeners
March of
definitely should check that out.
2015. So it was a little bit,
11
I
years ago.
wasn't, yeah.
Letterbox won't even fucking load. What a piece of shit.
Probably because this movie got added to it. It's like, I don't want to work anymore.
Yeah, the servers are flooded with people giving it praising, glowing reviews, and now my app won't fucking load.
I know something we talked about last time. I never saw like the outcome of it was the whole review bombing of Night of the Seven Kingdoms and Ozymandias. Did they ever reverse those reviews?
I After we talked about it, I never even saw anything about it again, so I have no idea.
Because I heard potentially that they were going to like remove all of them and count them as like bonded reviews or something.
I'm pissed that Letterboxd has the shittiest app ever. It has like socket URL, fuck error loading member profile, socket timeout has expired. Your fucking app for movie reviews. Are you kidding? Why does this happen to me every fucking day?
Do I have to like sign in to look at stuff?
I hope not. Yeah, well, I
Right.
guess we'll never know what the praising, glowing reviews of this movie is, because
Oh, look, it's
fucking app
even
sucks.
well, the website's messed up too.
They must have server maintenance at the peak hours of the day every day.
It says, "Uh-oh, we have gremlins in the control room.
Fucking
Letterbox is
useless.
down due
Stay
to an
down.
unscheduled technical outage." So yeah, it's actually down.
Well, this is karma for making my account get all ghosted. What's that called? Shadow banned. And the only way to find me is to go to Apache's wife's account and click on her follower list, and then click on me from there. So good
Oh
luck.
no, there's so many. There's I guess there's only 26. There's 26 10-star reviews on IMDb right now.
Are any of them genuine?
Unfortunately, they all look genuine and written by like Joe Schmoes. None of them look like.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay. So this one, I'll just read it from the start. So this one says "beautiful" as the title. It says, "I just finished watching Maggot Gyllenhaal's The Bride. It's a beautiful
Wait, did you
reimagining
say
of the classic
maggot?
horse." Yeah, it's a beautiful reimagining of the classic horror story with the style of Bonnie and Clyde. Both Jesse Buckley and Christian Bale rule as the it monster couple. It's insanely brilliant and emotional in a romantic, horrifying way. I'm trying to read this how it should have been written, but it's messing me up. And emotional in a romantic, horrifying way, where the people are true monsters around our lovely couple in this mad love fest of a feature. So they're saying that everyone else are the monsters.
Right. Well, to be fair, everybody is trying to molest and rape the bride at all times, and Frankenstein has to bash their brains against the walls of buildings to kill them. And
Also,
those scenes were
great
kind of cool.
performances.
You know, the action and the violence, I think it earned the 3 out of 10, Biggs.
Nothing gets my goat more than the invasion of space and sexual abuse of women. Beat down and battered,
What?
slapped in the early days when they needed to calm down.
This is a
And that
10-star
was a
review is
normal
saying
thing.
nothing gets my goat like women getting molested. Yeah, I can see why you
Bravo
liked this
to-
movie.
It says, "Bravo to Maggot for putting some power in these women and directing a powerhouse of a cast. Thank you for reinvigorating a particular one, The Bride. We know who Frankenstein is, or rather the monster of Frankenstein, but do we know who the bride is? The love of his life, the one that pumps blood into his deceased body. Well, now you will. If you're ready for a love story with a little bit of fun and a whole lot of justifiable violence, then you need to run, not walk, to see The Bride."
And it also rips off Romeo and Juliet, like the recent, what was that called? Wuthering Heights movie, where they reference Romeo and Juliet in the movie, and then it ends with both of them being dead. Congrats, you ripped off Shakespeare again. Cool. Do you want to hear Florian Himsel's Letterboxd review of the film now that the app is working?
Oh man, yeah. Hopefully, they're better than some of these.
Wow, that was so self-important and pretentious. I guess if you're going to do feminism, you want to still tell a story and not just imagine you told a story. Like Val, I get it. In this story, women in the 1930s sure were treated poorly. But if you came up with this story, then why didn't you make it more interesting or well told? This movie could have been an easy 5 out of 5 from me without the extremely heavy handed feminist preaching. Like, just reduce it by 50%. So, Florian says this is a perfect 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 film, if not for the annoying feminist messaging. Interesting.
I'm not surprised, to say the least.
Let's see if I can find some 5 stars here. If you got another one, you can read it.
This one says, Jesus Christ, what a movie. When I went to the cinema to see The Bride, I'm looking for something crazy and silly. But when I saw it, I was shocked. The movie wasn't crazy like the trailer. It was a feel-good romance with pieces of dark comedy. But it was so happy movie. And Jessie Buckley, actress, wasn't so good. But Christian, my friend, was just incredible as Frankenstein monster. It started out like they had some semblance of what English looked like, and then it ends with just, what am I reading?
Are they paying Indians to write good reviews instead of just doing AI?
The only bad was this movie, Dr. Frankenstein, didn't have any role, and his role takes Dr. Euphorus. Whatever that means. Very cinematic, better than Joker. Jessie Buckley murdered the role. She'll have to win an Oscar for this one. The other actors did good. I love how it stuck to its genre and loved the dark humor. The execution was on point, very entertaining, and wasn't dragged for a 2-hour film. The chemistry was there. Shout out to Maggot for her directorial creativity and writing. This is what Joker 2 should have been like, and I ain't have to watch that movie to notice that.
You know what, Biggs? I'll give it this. I was more offended watching Joker 2 than watching this. I think this had more, at least the cringe here was entertaining and like, oh, that woman thinks that she's quirky. Joker was like taking something I loved and murdering it in front of me.
Well, that's just because they want to like hashtag like wreck the chuds or something.
Right. So is it fair to say The Bride is better than Joker 2?
But the reason why I would say this is worse is because that was trying to do exactly what it did, and it angered you. And
so it was successfully dog shit. Like, so is
yes.
When a dog shits, it was successful dog shit. It doesn't make it better or worse than The Bride, does it?
This was trying to be a good film. This was trying to be Joker 1, and it was horrible.
Oh, yeah? Well, Aphrodite gave it 5 stars and said, The Bride having everything I love. Female director. Bad critics by men. So that's one of the top 2 most important things, is that the men who watched the movie didn't like it. That's why she loves this so much. 3, Florence and the Machine songs. 4, feminist rage and weirdness. Chef's kiss. That's all it takes to be a 5-star movie, Biggs.
Apparently so.
Piss off the men. Is that why? I bet this person loved Joker too. Not Joker TOO.
This one is
Joker
also
2.
a 10 out of 10, but says not for everyone.
You know,
so maybe it just wasn't for us.
I think that's an accurate statement. In many ways, this was not for me.
Solid 10 out of 10. For anybody who doesn't know cinema, please do not rate. This movie is a solid 10 out of 10. From script to camera angles to music to fantastic monologues done by Jessie Buckley. She is shot to the top of my list. Absolutely outstanding. Christian Bale as expected. Christian again. Jake Gyllenhaal as expected. 100% solid. But the prize goes to Jessie Buckley. What an absolute gem. If you haven't seen this yet and you want to see what a real movie is like, watch this film. This is the real deal, and I could only hope there's more to come.
Sorting these reviews by highest rated is a good way to be reminded of the horrible quotes that they thought would be iconic, and some of these people took the bait, because this 5-star review says, "Here comes the motherfucking bride." Remember when they said that in the movie? Was that pretty epic?
No.
And they were too afraid to curse, so they put an asterisk on the word fucking for the U.
I was curious what some of these other movies that they rated are. The people that gave this 10 out of 10.
Coco Melon?
it kind of makes sense looking at it.
What
Just a
else do
bunch
they
of
like?
horrible movies.
Like what?
Um, this movie has a 3.0. I don't know. There's one called like the Neon Demon. They gave a 10 out of 10. Killbird. They gave a 10 out of 10. Dispatches from Elsewhere. The Front Room. How are all of these 10 out of
Yeah, I've
10s?
never
I don't
even heard
get it.
of most of those. Well, Biggs, we actually ended up talking about The Bride for like a full hour.
Let's end it off with reading some 1 out of 1s or 1 out of 1s, 1 out of 10s.
Sure, if you got a good
Um,
one.
I'm just gonna read a random one.
Sure.
This one says, "Would give it 0 stars if I could." Spoiler alert: the concept makes absolutely no sense. Mary Shelley possesses a woman in a world where Frankenstein exists in real life. So, did she or did she not create Frankenstein in this world, or did she write the book? And then the stupid mumbo jumbo gibberish she says when she takes over the woman. It's such a mess. From then on, the movie just makes no sense. Somehow, Frank and Ida's screams make everyone get possessed and make them dance.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
Um,
part.
so bad that even Christian Bale was terrible in it. We couldn't stop laughing at his performance. I respect it, try to be different, but at least make it make sense. This one says, "Waste of my life." Mary Shelley speaking to the audience in the first scene. I should have left then. That's exactly what I was thinking. This movie made me groan. Gimmicky, self important. How does nonsense like this get funded? An utter insult to the audience. No plot, undeveloped characters, cheaply graphic gore scenes. It seemed like dialogue was written by AI, just awful. A waste of time and money. Now,
Definitely a
these I
waste of time and
resonate with.
money. If they do a full film about, or if they just make The Dubious Detective into a movie, this will be, in retrospect, justified, I guess. But yeah, this should not have been made. Big mistake from everybody involved. Torture for us.
Yeah, they should do the Dubious Detective and let like Richard Kelly direct it and let Jake star in it. And it's gonna be great. It'll be peak.
It will maggot appear in the film as an actress.
Absolutely not. I don't want her to touch it with a
What
10-foot stick.
what about she can only be in the movie under one condition? Maggot Gyllenhaal has to play Jake's mom. Would that not be the funniest shit in the world? Because
Why?
she's like such a big feminist in Hollywood. So to have to play your own brother's mother, because like you look like an old fucking disgusting bitch, like he's the same age as me. I'm just slightly older than. Nah, you look like you could be his mom. I think that would be the only way to get her in the film.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, wait a minute. You said that this movie was all white people.
The ones that the cops are shooting the fuck out of, right?
Oh yeah, I guess this chick was part of like the rebellion, shooting randomly in the streets.
Biggs, anything
Also,
else we
how did they
should
get the
talk
cast?
about while I spin the wheel of Jake? Because I forgot to pull that up.
Um, if you haven't seen this movie and you're wondering if you should, absolutely don't watch this movie. Um, what do you think you would recommend instead that's out right now? I haven't been keeping up with
Uh,
current movies.
exactly what I was saying this whole time. Go watch the Emma Stone film Poor Things. It's the 10-star version of this movie, and you get to see Emma Stone completely naked and fucking. So
I bet Cobb would like that movie.
I don't think you would. It's kind of art house. I think it's A24 kind of shit.
But it's Emma Stone. That's like his ultimate waifu, and she's pretending to be a little girl. So
Yeah, so yeah, there's a few things that will align. Oh yes, yes, yes! I spun the wheel, Biggs. I spun the wheel. Yes, we got a good one. Oh, I've been
Nightcrawler?
wanting to watch this ever since we watched it the first time, Biggs. I have not rewatched it since. Can you guess? We've seen this one
Oh,
together. I think I certainly saw it
um,
with Cobb.
was it why am I Nocturnal Animals? No, we just did that
Yeah,
one,
yeah, we
didn't
already
we,
did that
recently?
one.
We saw it with Cobb?
This was probably what 2014, 15 era. Let's see, what year did this
Oh
come out?
man.
2013.
I don't even know what it could be, honestly.
Enemy.
2013? Oh my, you got
We
Enemy?
got Enemy!
Oh,
Yes! Yes!
oh man.
Denis Villeneuve,
The
baby!
sad thing is, I've seen that movie so many times now, and I even watched it probably within the last month.
What the fuck? I
I
haven't
keep
rewatched it since we saw it.
really, you haven't seen it since then? Oh,
No.
that's insane. I've shown that movie to so many people because it's like the movie to show. Like, oh, you think that movie's weird? How about you watch this one?
I remember so much of it. It stuck with me, I guess, for what 13 some odd years now. So that's an exciting one. Should we get a guest, or is that just another duo episode?
Well, if she wasn't dead, I'd invite my grandma. I made her watch it.
Yeah.
Sad.
Why didn't we get both of our grandmas on a podcast while they were still with us, Biggs?
I know. Then mine could just like complain to yours about getting her mail
Yeah, because our grandmas
because they
had
have
the
the same name.
literal same first and last name, and that's not a joke. And they lived one town apart. That's so crazy.
she would literally get so pissed and just start ranting like, I don't understand how they can't just get their address right. Why is blah 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 blah. Like she must be doing something wrong. She must be signing up for things wrong or something. I'm like, why are you so mad? Clearly the mail just like scanned the name and send it to the wrong address.
What if there's a horrible mix-up with heaven, and like they send one of our grandmas to hell and the other one to heaven because they got the names mixed up? Which one? Whose grandma was more evil and would probably be burning in hell, Biggs?
Oh, mine for sure.
Enemy. I mean, we could probably just do it, you and me. We're kind of twins in a way.
Yeah, unless you can think of someone that you want to like catch off guard with this film.
It's spoiler alert if you don't know what Enemy's about. If you have arachnophobia, I'd say it's a no-go. If you have Jake Gyllenhaal's too sexy, and if there's more than one of him, I would lose control phobia. Definitely don't watch this one. Was it Marion Cotillard from Inception? Is she not in this film showing off her titties,
Yeah.
Biggs?
Yeah, you see her
Oh
cheeks
my
quite
fucking
often.
god. This movie's gonna be a fucking keto supreme. I can't wait to watch it again next month.
Yeah, and then what's the other girl's name that you like on there too?
Ooh, I don't remember the other one.
Sarah Gadon or Gadon, if that's how you pronounce it.
What is she from? I don't recognize that name.
She what was that show called? It was the one
How do you spell her last name?
James Franco about the Kennedy killing.
I never saw that. That was
11/22/63.
You're thinking of Cobb.
Oh, that was Cobb?
Yeah, I never
Oh,
saw
you're
that.
right. That was Cobb. When we watched it, he was the one that was like raving over it. You haven't seen that? You should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's good.
Is that the last thing James Franco ever did?
Probably. Yeah, I'm actually rewatching it. Well, sort of rewatching it right now with Mrs. Biggs because I wanted her to watch it. It's good stuff.
Did you hear that you, me, and Aggie are going to be doing a Dexter podcast?
Oh, he said yes to it?
He's enforcing it. It's everybody's idea but mine. Everybody says we have to do it. And
Really?
I'm
Okay, I'm
well,
down.
fuck, if we have to, I guess we will. So how would we do it? Like half a season per episode, or how do you break it down for a review?
Well, it depends on how often you want to do the recordings, I guess.
Maybe either every other week or every month.
If it's every other week, I mean, clearly we can't do half a season every other week
We
because
can't.
that's like a lot to watch.
Oh, how long are these fucking seasons?
They're 12 episodes and they're an hour long. Some of them are like an hour and 20. So it's like
When
if
we
you're
did
watching, like-
Breaking Bad and stuff, we would do half a season, I think every month. So maybe we'll just do that again.
yeah, just do it once a month.
And I
I'd
hear
be
that
down
after
to-
season 4, we could ideally stop the show, but maybe I want to see how bad it gets.
I think it's worth it. I mean, I wasn't a fan of the ending either, but now that there's new shows that I haven't even watched yet.
Yeah, I heard that
Maybe
the
it
newest
redeems itself.
reboot is good enough to make the whole thing worthwhile. So maybe
Yeah.
you could be a Dexter virgin when we
Yeah.
get to the new stuff.
Yeah, because I've been torn. I'm like, because I started watching Dexter with Mrs. Biggs because it's like one of my favorite shows of all time. I want her to watch it. And then we hit this wall where she like found a character that she hated her guts, and she can only stand to watch like half an episode, and then we have to stop it and then
Is
watch
it
it again
Dexter's
later.
sister?
No.
Okay. I
Um,
heard that there might be some Cobb plot lines in the show. Did Cobb watch this show? Does everything he watches just
yeah, Cobb
influences his
watched it.
life?
Um, but yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. And if you want, I can give you credentials to my server at home. I've got the entirety of Dexter on there, so
Oh
you don't have
shit.
to like get a sub anywhere to watch it.
I watch everything for free at new-fmovies.cam, Biggs.
Yeah, but this you could watch on your TV because there's like a TV app you can just log
Oh,
into.
Biggs. You think I'm not? I have an HDMI cable. My goodness, Biggs.
That's so dumb. This is basically
So
like,
dumb.
dude. This is literally you download the app and then you watch it like Netflix. You can click through it like Netflix.
I get on my fucking laptop, I type in the website, plug in the HDMI to the TV, and push play.
You don't even have to look stuff up and hope that you're not getting viruses while watching
What?
this.
I'll not get a virus. I go to the same website for everything. Every movie and TV I ever watch is on this website, Biggs.
You
Everything.
found like the god to your website. Is it the one you sent me?
Every podcast I ever do, I say the link out loud. I'm begging people, just go here. Never give Netflix another dime, people. It's literally all free. I'm begging people, stop giving these billionaires more money. You can watch it for free. It's all fucking free.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm just telling everyone self-host your own stuff. Literally just buy an old computer off Facebook Marketplace for like $50, get some hard drives, throw them in there, and just do everything at home. You don't have to pay for anything. Just sail the seven seas.
You don't even have to download anything. You could just watch the movies streamed on a website.
If you're like me or some other people who love rewatching the same shows numerous times, then you don't have to worry about, oh, well, this website took it down, this one didn't, blah, blah, blah. It's literally on my own server.
Yeah, that's true.
I pull it up
at
on my
least you have it
TV
in
and I can
HD
watch
too.
it
I'm
whenever
watching everything in like 480p. So
Exactly. These are like in 4K.
yeah, so there is an advantage to that.
I'll literally make you I'll make you a login and I'll send you like the setup for it. All you have to do is download a single app on your TV.
Okay. Oh, on my TV. My TV fucking is terrible. It's a Vizio, and that's why I have to use.
You can.
The reason I use HDMI is because when I Chromecast stuff to it, it turns it the fuck off after 2 minutes because my TV is stupid as hell. But I can install it on this TV.
That, or you could literally just do it on your computer too and just HDMI it anyways,
Yeah.
because it's also just a website you could put in your address bar.
So while you find me that, I'm gonna find you the King George Seasons of Survivor. And in the meantime, everybody at home, what should they check out, Biggs? Anything you want to plug?
Oh man, what do I want to plug?
The Heartsy Protsy YouTube channel?
If you guys haven't seen Freaks and Geeks, you need to watch Freaks and Geeks. I recently obtained that again through legal means on my home server, and I'm going to be rewatching that as a 10 out of 10. Just know, I'm going to break your heart now. It was canceled after the first season, so there is no more. But I think it's worth watching.
Are all of those actors still alive? Like, can't they just get them back for a revival season for fun?
You would think so. I mean, it's an amazing cast.
What is it like? It James Franco and Seth Rogen?
It was Seth Rogen, James Franco. Well, I've got it right here. I'll just read them out. There's Jason Segel, which I also love. Linda Cardellini, if any fans of hers out there.
Oh yeah, she was very sexy as Velma, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe Flaherty, I don't know if you know many of his stuff, but that guy's pretty funny. I like him in pretty much everything he's in. What is that guy's name? John Francis Daly. Have you seen many of his things? He plays like the main character in this.
He's not John Daly, is he? Is it the John Daly I'm thinking of?
Probably. I just read off his full name because it's on here. Yeah. John Daly.
Did he have a show called like Review?
Yes.
I still need to watch that if that's him. And also, hey, go watch the movie Enemy in preparation for the next episode of the Mumkey and Big Show. You won't regret it, especially if you love Jake. I think it's Jake-tastic.
Yeah, Enemy. Good watch.
Anything
Good
else you want to
watch.
say to the
I
good
will
folks at home,
say,
Biggs?
if my grandma would have written a letterbox review, she probably would have gave it maybe a 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5 potentially.
So that's why she's in
She
hell right now, because she gave this Jake movie a low score.
she really did not like the amount of sex scenes, and I honestly forgot how many there were. So by the third one, she kind of looked at me and said, "Is this all there is?"
Biggs, why did you show this to me? Why you want to sit down with Granny and watch this porn movie?
Well, the worst part is I watched it with my mom and my grandma. And I don't know how I forgot about all the sex scenes, but that definitely set the tone.
Special family memories in the Biggs household.
Truly.
I hope you told that story at the funeral.
I didn't go to it.
What?
I was out of state at the
Oh.
time, so
So sad. Yeah, my grandma with the same name as yours' funeral was not a happy affair.
oh yeah, was
Shit,
it
I mean,
drama?
no, it was just horrible. I mean, we were all there and watched her die in the hospital. That's something you don't forget, is seeing every family member's reaction to watching the matriarch of the family pass away before our eyes as they turn off the machines, and like my cousin yelling, "We're all here! We're all here!" Like, oh my god, this is like a scar on my brain. Why am I even involved in this? I don't need to be here for this. Fuck this.
This is nothing like when Murphy died in Interstellar. Why is everyone screaming?
Yeah, Murph got to pass away saying goodbye to Daddy. How beautiful.
I remember seeing that scene and just being so disconnected from him, because I'm like, when I'm on my deathbed, they're like, Mrs. Biggs might be there. Like, might.
She'll be long gone with Chad, Biggs. Why do you think you're dead?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But I can't foresee, especially all like the children and grandchildren, because I ain't having any of those. So it's me, nobody at my deathbed.
Biggs, if you're not having kids and Patchy's not having kids, who am I supposed to be an uncle to? Because you know damn well I'm not having kids.
You're an uncle to Chai, and she
True,
loves you, even
true.
though she might have only met you once.
Maybe twice, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
So
Shoji and Blaze still ask about you. When's Biggs coming
yeah,
back?
Blaze always looks at me like I'm a stranger.
Yeah, I think he
Makes me a little
remembers.
sad.
He spent a lot of his kittenhood hanging out with Biggs.
Yeah, maybe I should pull that up real quick before we end. This is the last thing I'll plug.
What, a picture of Blaze as a baby?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can get to it really quick because I just had it up. I was showing people pictures of baby Blaze.
Wow. I mean, he is a beautiful young boy there. Yes, that's
Little
right.
baby Blaze.
Wow, in the palm of your hand he would fit. I don't even remember. That must have been right when we got him.
Where's the one? Where's the one? Oh, I can't find it. There's a picture of baby Blaze sleeping on my chest, like right here.
Mm. Yes, he did like to sleep on my fucking neck for sure when he was that size.
Baby Blaze.
He would become my neck beard for me. Well, that's our Baby Blaze photo discussion hour. The usual segment that ends the Mumkey and Big Show wearing a bow tie. It did not last long. I'm anti-collars on cats, people. There's no need for it. He's not going outside. He doesn't need a fucking bell to scare the birds. Okay? If they're inside, don't do that shit!
Yeah, we got one for Chai right away, and then we only had it on her for like maybe a month, and she hated it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna make her wear this stupid thing.
Yeah, what is the benefit?
Well, the thing was, when we first got her, the reason why we actually got it is because it had a bell on it. And the reason being, she was so small, she would fit like underneath the dishwasher somehow, because like there's like a gap in the corner, and she would get under there. Well, then I didn't want to like turn the dishwasher on while she's back there, just in case it like moves around. I didn't want it to hurt her. And then also she would like climb behind and like get underneath the ventilation behind the dryer. And our dryer, like the old one, it's been replaced now, but the old one used to like shake and move around and like hit the walls.
Mine does.
So I'm like, I wanted to have a bell on her so I can like make sure if she's in there, I need to teach her not to go back there. So by the time she got a little bit older, and I was like, okay, we've taught her not to go back there. She doesn't do it anymore. So stop putting it on her.
And when she's big enough anyway, probably harder to get lost.
Yeah. Well, anymore. I mean, it's like I could find her in 3 spots. She's either in the window, soaking up some sun, or up in her new cat tower, sleeping in
To
the
the
bed.
window, to the wall, so the cat drips off my balls. That's what you're gonna say?
Oh.
No, probably not gonna say that. Oh, we're about
Yeah,
to
I
hit
don't think
90
so.
minutes, Biggs. Should we end this? Is this getting as abusive to the audience as The Bride was to us?
I mean, we're reaching what? The actual length of the movie?
No, it was 2 fucking hours, Biggs. I mean, we could vamp for 30 minutes if you want to match The Bride, but I don't think so. Do you want to say a secret code word that somebody can post in the comments if they actually listen to this whole thing for some reason?
Yeah, if you get to the very end, say Big Zinga in the comments, and we'll draw a prize. And the prize is we'll say your name on the next one. And then we'll
You're
laugh
saying
because we didn't get you a real prize.
if we remember during the enemy review, we will read off the name of every single commenter that says Big Zinga. Is that correct?
Okay. All right.
What's it gonna be like? 8? Who fucking cares? It'll take a minute.
Well, no, the joke was like you're gonna win a prize, and the prize is just us saying your name.
Well, yeah, and every single entry is gonna win, is what we're trying to say here. So
Okay.
guaranteed victory if you write
Yeah.
Big Zinga in the comments. And change your username to something like the N words that Biggs has to read it out loud because we can't go against
Yeah.
the rules of the prize here.
Yep.
So the only comment section where 5 people named the N word said Big Zinga in a row. It's all
Yeah,
different
no,
people.
we're changing it. Actually, now to win, you have to like spell out Big Zinga in the comments.
So somebody posts the B to get it started.
Yeah.
And then do they
And it
reply
all
to
has
him or
be
do you have to
separate accounts?
just...
No, it has to be individual comments, and it has to be
If I
separate
sort
accounts.
by new, it better spell Big Zinga backwards.
Yeah, so the first person has to be A.
This shit's getting too stupid even for me, Big. So, you know what? Peace, people. Go check out my final Medea review, the final Medea movie to ever be made, as far as I'm concerned. The review will be up on Wednesday night, so go check that out.
For the Monkey and Big Show, I've been the bride.
And I've been Frank. Peace, people.